What of Essex?
We received a summons from the Ealdorman and his Lady of Colchester, requesting you specifically for a matter of great secrecy.
Foreboding. And who is this Ealdorman? One of King Alfred's lackeys?
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
I will leave at once.
An alliance in Essex would be invaluable, but go with caution.
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I'm looking for Birston, the Ealdorman of this shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale. You would say that, Adred. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater run is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Birston does not return soon, wine will not be the only thing spilled upon his floors.
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at
Birston
least.
things disrespect you, lady. Sour ale in the air.
You! Gods will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I'm Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane.
I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
If he's away, I'll speak to you.
Oh, that you could, Eivor. For I am sure this hall would shake with our merry wit. But your accord must be reached with him.
You don't strike me as a meek Saxon wife.
Do you yet see an ember of my Frankish fire, Ravenwalker? Perhaps it dances in my eyes?
I'm wary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I'll remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten, but I'll return either way.
Patience is a godly virtue, Adred.
Even the saints were tired of waiting for Birston to hang up his bow. Dear Estrid, we must discuss the affairs of this land, with or without him.
Birston!
Ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for bears. Hard coursing! Your weapon strikes true! Stand down! Well fought, friend. I would not have survived this ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God sent.
I'm Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Birstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
I'm Norse, and no coin groveler.
Intriguing. We Saxons hear only that Danes and Norse are ferocious barbarians, all teeth and claws, with little subtlety or wit. But ho! Are you the Norse I sent word to?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many.
Where was I?
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There's pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping her thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters
Let's
of
place
love.
my hood here.
And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Easton.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow, my eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Biston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You mismark me if you think I'm capable.
There you are. Shall we continue?
You mismark me if you think I'm capable. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss. That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Biston. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Biston. Aren't you worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I. But you...
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
I notice your love has gone sour. Was it fresher than this?
There is so little difference between love and hate. It's difficult to say where the sourness comes from.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I'm too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Does your god not allow husband and wife to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Alvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Now, should I look for Alvida first, or meet with Estrid at the marketplace?
Now you...
A second bed. Alvida doesn't live alone. Someone was interrupted preparing their supper. Taken. Or fled. A spilled pail of water. Someone was in a hurry.
Leave me be, warmonger! You have my sister! Is that not enough?
Peace, boy. I'm not with these men. I came to speak with your sister, that's all.
A Dane in Essex. Now here's a day riddled with strange portents and happenings.
Do you know where they're holding Alvida?
Yet another stay at the King's pleasure. The prison camp at Brentwood, far to the west.
I'll bring her to the lake house north of there. Meet us there if you wish.
If you promise you will find her, I will.
This key should unlock Alfred's cage.
What? Get back here and face me! Feel my breath on your neck!
This must be Birsten's love, Alvida. They haven't broken her spirit.
What? What is this? You're not one of them?
Stay quiet. I'm here to free you.
I cannot walk. My ankle. They were not gentle with me.
Then I will carry you.
Who are you? Who risked so much to save me?
A friend.
Of Elrich's? Is he all right? The poor boy?
Not your brother. Someone else who wishes to rekindle a friendship.
They beat me.
Bless the saints! Here you are, sister, safe and well.
My ankle. Oh, the pain.
Rest now. Soon you will be up and about again.
Alfida! Did they hurt you?
Takes more than some cockshy milksops to break my will. Beating a boy half to death for stealing bread? I'll not see it done.
Growling bellies mean nothing to those pay swords.
Elrich, pay more mind to the world. It is cruel and dark for those who cannot stand up for themselves.
Alvida, could we speak in private?
He is a good boy, but without a father to guide him, he's grown softer than I'd hoped.
You raised him alone. Where were your parents when he was a child?
Dead of the plague that came when he was 3 months born. So to shun your door when you have a babe on your teat. Now it's your turn. Why did you come for me?
I'm here at the request of Alderman Birsten. He wonders if you could love him again.
Love him. Dear old Birsten, he remembers.
He does.
I've thought of him sometimes myself. But with my brother to fend for, I could not waste a life mooning.
He has thought of nothing but you, Alvida. And with his wife, Istrid, returning to Francia, he sent me to find you.
How it would work between me and him? I'm a poor woman. Have been always. But the alderman... Oh, God, help me! I'll give him a go. How could I not? Oh, bless.
He'll come if you call. At the lighting of the bonfire, he'll ride here to meet you.
Elrich, come you and sit with us. I have something to say.
My apple blossom girl. Is it really you?
It is. Though crows have left their footfalls round my eyes.
They still shine brightly, as when we were children. Has Eivor told you all?
Aye, she has.
And do you accept me, love? My heart feels like it will burst.
And this young lad is Elrich, Alvida's brother.
Hello, your worshipfulness.
I am Bierstan, nothing more or less. And you are a fine, strong lad of... how old?
19 summers.
He's all the family I have, Birsten. If I'm to stay, you must welcome us both into your heart.
We have one half of our bargain done, Birsten. I will return with news of the other.
Does this mean we're leaving Malden?
You are, my boy, to live with me in Colchester. Perhaps I can teach you the joy of the hunt.
Before you go, Elleridge, I'd suggest a long, slow walk around the lake. Now to plan the kidnap. Estrid waits for me.
Dear Birsten, I cannot believe you would come for me after all these years.
I never stopped thinking of you, Alvida.
There you are, Eivor. Over here.
They are. Though time will tell if the fire is rekindled.
And now my marriage awaits your executioner's sword.
Will it not be strange to leave this place? You've lived here half your life.
Yes, but what is to keep me here? A loveless union and the dirt mounds of two babes who never took a breath.
You speak with some sadness. Has your time here always been tragic?
There have been tears, but also great passions. Love, foolishness, regret. Yet, is that not all lives? The best lived of them?
And what of our plan, the great Lammas kidnap? Is this a Christian feast?
Yes, it's a wonderful evening. A blessing of the harvest, full of fruits and fires, drinking and dancing.
Revelers with muddy minds and glazed eyes. That's good for us. And what of the ship that will sail you home?
I know just the one, and her captain is full of fire. Come, I will take you to him.
The Danes tried to kidnap the Lady Estrid.
I was there. I saw it. Not much of a race.
This captain, who is he?
Not much more than a boy in his 17th year. Full of youthful bravado.
A Saxon?
A Dane, though Adred calls you raiders. He says that you are here to steal England.
Some may be. But I've come to settle a stretch of land. I'm not so keen to return to the winters of my birth in Norway.
Norway, it must be beautiful. Rugged and fearsome, and cold as anything the frozen north.
So cold that light hangs in the sky. A road for the Valkyries who carry our dead warriors to their eternal feast.
An eternal feast would be a merry end.
We are here.
This is a brothel.
The captain's name is Hrolfr, called Rollo in my tongue. Tell him of our new plan and agree to whatever reward he demands. He may take some convincing, for we did not part on the best of terms.
I'll bring him round. By force or persuasion. Just be ready for my signal at the Lammas festival.
Rollo!
Please, I'm just a poor Christian brother with nothing left to give.
Someone's at the door, Rollo.
Oh, is it that hun I asked for?
Estrid sent me.
Did she now? As a parting gift for the man who rattled her bones, huh?
No, I'm here to collect you.
Can it wait?
Oi! Bring out the one they call Rollo. The king's men want to ask him a few questions.
No.
Just a second. Good day, sir. Come in. Move! Move!
Some help here?
Bloody fucking Danes! Open this door! Out! Now!
Follow me.
We found your camp, Dane. Your friends are all trussed up. No one to help you now.
Enough, you servant!
Even ale-addled, I'm worth 10 of you!
Estrid did not lie. You have fire.
And who are you to Estrid?
Only a friend. I'm Avon of the Raven clan.
Norse by the music of your speech. Then you must forgive me. Those Saxons knew about my camp. I was mind-drunk to leave my warriors behind.
Go to your men if you must. Only tell me where to find you. We have much to talk about.
Northeast of here, by the river's mouth. Follow me or come when you can.
Christ, Renan Shulom.
What is this? Why are my people... It's worse than I feared. So many of my people gone.
And the rest at each other's throats. They believe one of your number is a traitor.
Lork and Gerhild have been at my side all season. I don't like to doubt them, but my people are taken and my ship is gone.
If the traitor lives, all of you are at risk. Let me talk to them. The innocent have nothing to hide.
Very well. But do not let Loki whisper lies in your ear.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. Lord, yes? What is your story?
You want to hear my story? And bring me a mug of ale, and we'll sit and talk as equals. Elsewise, you can hang.
Where were you when the Saxons came?
Hunting rabbits, wasn't I? Sick to death of carrots and turnips. Then I heard Gerhild shouting, and all hell broke loose.
Did you see anything at all?
Gerhild talking with a Saxon. Couldn't hear them, but wasn't nothing good. Sure of that much.
Why should I believe you? You could be lying to save your own skin.
Ask her. Says she's loyal to Rollo, but I've known her since she was a babe. Full of spite and ambition, always was.
How long has your sword served Rollo?
I owe his father a blood oath. If that means wiping Rollo's arse until I die, so be it.
And if Rollo was dead, that oath would be fulfilled. You must tire of battle.
I'll feast in Odin's hall one day, but not with the stain of dishonor on my hands.
I have what I need for now. I should speak to both, and see if I can find some evidence around the camp. Gerhild, is it?
Aye. Rollo's sworn sword sister. I've served him proud and true. You cannot think I betrayed him?
You weren't here when the Saxons attacked.
I was hunting. There's fine game in the trees outside the camp, and our people need meat.
What was your prey?
Rabbits for stew. Rollo's favorite.
Lord accused you of treachery. He saw you with a Saxon.
Look, you believe that old crow? His bones crumble and his mind wanders with age. Or he wallows in jealousy. Take your pick.
Who are you to Rollo?
I am shield sworn, so long as England and that Frankish witch do not sway him from the true path. Our people deserve better.
I hear envy. But of Estrid or Rollo, I cannot tell.
You know nothing, Ravenbeak. My concern is for my fellow Danes. You'll find no treachery here.
That's all for now. I should speak to both, and see if I can find some evidence around the camp. I might find some evidence to test their stories. I should speak to both, and see if I can find some evidence around the camp.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. This looks like a good spot to hide. Somewhere to wait out a Saxon attack. No need to hunt, and the camp is full of fresh kills.
Have you made your decision?
Gerhild claimed to be hunting as Lork did. Rabbit.
She rarely hunts. She's been a terrible shot since we were children.
Your shield sister is jealous. She thinks you neglect your people by sleeping with the enemy.
She always had ambition. But she accepted my leadership. Swore on her shield.
Lork saw her with a Saxon. She claimed he was her lover.
Yet she has berated me many times for taking Estrid to my bed. I did not think her a hypocrite.
Lork said he was hunting, but your rags are full of fresh rabbits.
Why would he lie? Unless he had something to hide.
He tires of his blood oath, and with your death, he would be free.
He has become old and frail, but he served my father well. I would have freed him without bloodshed. Have you come to a firm conclusion?
I have.
Let me hear it. Both choices will pain me, but let it be the truth.
Gerhild betrayed you.
No! That's not true! Rollo, I beg you!
A shameful death on bloody Saxon soil. There can be no feast in Valhalla for a break faith.
She was always a jealous crow, beak pricking over every decision I made.
Nothing more can be done here, but your warriors might still be alive, and I will need your help after they're free.
There's a Saxon camp with a dock at Port Walton. It might be they were taken there.
Always knew there was something wrong about her.
Spare me your sullen words. My heart is torn. Go. Find something useful to do.
I've heard of a safer place than this south of Colchester. Let's you and I go take a look, shall we?
I'm sorry that your people suffer, Rollo.
Thank you, Eivor. I have much to think on as we journey.
I'll leave you to those thoughts. Rollo's men are free. Now we discuss the terms of the kidnap. Your axe arm is strong, Rollo.
Never doubt me, Raven Feeder. These Saxon king slaves did.
I need someone with a swift wave steed in good repair to bring the Lady Estrid across the sea to Francia.
Another kidnap scheme. Estrid is unshakable. All right then. Let we two triumph where one failed.
I need you stout-hearted in this, whatever your passions for Estrid.
We had our time together. Now that's done. I will not fail you here, nor her.
We will meet with your men inside Colchester on the night of the Lammas Festival. How are your people, Rollo? Recovered and ready for what tonight holds?
Gerhild's treachery was a blow. Few were surprised it came to that, only that her dark ways took such a brutal turn. Put that aside. We're ready now. What would you have of us?
Wait for my signal. When I approach Estrid, that is your time.
I am your axe, Eivor.
Night will fall soon. Then is our moment to strike. Forgive my intrusion, Bud.
I am ready when the time comes.
I'll kill you! Your time is come! I'll keep the rat busy! Leave this to me! What a light!
I'm being kidnapped! Kidnapped!
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours! Ain't we all up? You're coming with me!
Oh, desist, you foul Dane! Guards! Oh, woe unto me! Put me down!
Odin's beard. You wouldn't fool a child with that howling.
Keep your gun! Won't take long!
I shall faint from the sheer horror of it all! We are safe enough to walk, I think. Aren't we? Oh, what a thrill! My heart is racing!
Be glad it still beats at all. Your screaming drew half the guards in Colchester down upon us.
I wanted to give a good performance. My father always said I was quite the actor.
I won't deny your enthusiasm.
Did you not have even a little fun?
To steal away a princess. Yes, it did give a thrill.
A woman fights. It is done, and all that stands between me and my home now is a foaming ribbon of surf and silt.
You did well, Rollo. You and your people. Are you ready to sail?
Loki's hissing sun churns the waters between our coasts. We'll need time to rest as we wait for fairer weather.
Have a care, then. Alfred's soldiers will be looking for Estrid, even if Beerstens will not.
Now's not the time for such worries, Eivor. Tonight, we celebrate! Let's get you some mead.
Birstan will meet you northeast of Colchester tomorrow. You have earned all my husband promised, and more. Come find me, if you like, away from these reveling Danes. What lies ahead, I wonder?
A new life, or an old life renewed.
My old life. Francia. Mon Dieu, I feel as if I have been sleepwalking these past years, waiting for something to shake me awake.
Are you awakened now?
Yes. These past weeks have been stirring, breathtaking. Your passion and strength. Eivor, I've never met such a burning soul.
You make too much of it. All I've done, I did for my clan and the glory it brought me.
Why does your honesty make you more alluring still? Le cœur a ses raisons que la raison ne connaît point.
Did you dream while you sleepwalked?
I did. I dreamed that all my fleeting happiness was a prelude to something bigger. Glimpses of greater joy, greater love. Lie with me, Eivor, under the stars of England. Give me a last bittersweet moment before I leave her shores.
I'll be with you tonight. But tomorrow your new life must begin. I hope you won't look back. Shh. Still your lips, and come here.
Man, his dog, and the outdoors. What greater pleasure can there be than this?
Beerstan, Estrid said you'd be here.
Eivor, dear heart, you who drew back the bow of Eros and reunited me with my one true love.
Have your thanes asked why you do not look for Estrid?
Pish. They have asked, yes. I said it was hopeless. Then I lay upon my couch sobbing and wailing. A pretty show.
That may not be enough.
Tut-tut. The wind is soft upon our faces, and I am far from the whispering doors of Colchester. Come, let's hunt! did well, Eivor.
A good hunt, Biston.
And enough for one day, I think. Even my thanes will not go hungry with this catch, and they are as voracious as wolves snatching at my carcass.
They may give you grief, but I've been nothing but amused. They are a welcome change to warring jarls and piss-sudden politics.
You have brought us all true happiness, Eivor. I thank you from the bottom of a heart full up with joy.
Birsten, the Heart Hound, who sought his true love by searching the sad haven of his memory and finding her there.
Beautifully said, my friend. Beautifully said. Come, Percy, you hapless hound. Barely a boar worried. I do not know why I keep you in my employ.
Stretch your wings, Sunan. What are your plans for Essex and your family?
There is much that is new in this old fling. Alvida is changed. The girl I fell in love with lies behind years of hardship.
And Illerich?
A soft lad, but with a heart as stout as his sister's. Their closeness does them both credit. The way he looks at me is often strange. Furtive, downcast, like a hound waiting for his master's crop. It worries me, to be honest. Can I be both a brother to him and a love to his sister?
Give him time, Birsten. He had his sister to himself all his life.
Yes, yes. But tell me, Eivor, did you succumb to my flighted bird's charms? She can turn one a tremble with her eyes.
You're talking of Estrid?
Do not be coy. It does not suit you.
It's not coyness that keeps me quiet, Birsten. We grew close. I won't say more.
Fair enough. I should not pry.
This will get messy.
I am only glad she has found a chance at happiness
This area
again.
is off limits.
Lord knows I could not give her that. But these are grim thoughts, and I will not let them lay their cold grip upon me. Tonight, we feast and celebrate.
Oh, Birsten. You promised we would never be apart, not for one waking or sleeping moment, and already you're sneaking out to hunt.
For the feast, sweetling. We owe our mutual friend a great debt. One that I promised to repay over suckling pig and ale.
Sister! Have you forgotten where you are?
I have a right to happiness, Outreach. Or am I to play nursemaid forever, you ungrateful pup?
Happiness, yes. But you embarrass yourself nightly, heaving and sweating with this ham hock.
Hold your tongue, boy. Lest we both speak our truths.
What truth have you to speak? That you've returned to this fickle man who abandoned you years ago for a Frankish pet? A woman he paid this Dane to abduct in that lammish shadow play?
Mind yourself, boy.
Or that you let him sniff and paw you and take him to your bed on the promise of nothing? The whole of Essex whispers now. He's married still, his wife freshly stolen, and you are no more than his...
I am the mother of his child, you whelp!
Child? Alvida?
Please, my boy, I
will never forgive you for this. Never.
My lord, joyous news. God smiles upon us this very day. Estrid has been found by Alfred's men. They ride to her rescue as we speak.
I will not let this plot be undone.
Nothing is safe till they are away to Francia.
I will fix this, and one day I will call on you, and you will come.
You can count on it, my friend.
Rollo! Alfred's men have found you!
What? How can this be?
Lork, stand by Estrid. Guard her with your life. If she's taken, all is lost for us in Birsten.
Come, lady. It would not do for them to take you back. Watch out! Lork! Odin, no!
Release the woman, Danes! If she's unharmed, we may let some of you live!
Stop the bastards! Protect Essex! Prepare the ship!
Estrid, I promised I would free you of your life in Essexe. Frank here awaits your return. Go now, with Aegir's blessing.
I will miss you, Eivor.
When winter is past, summer will come and wind you in a flowered skirt. For you are beauty, and shall not wither.
Goddess Freya, give me more of that.
Come, take care of her, Rollo Stoutheart. And if you find yourself on England's shores again, I will expect you in my hall. Good. They're safe. Björsten got his end of the bargain, and Estrid is to Frank here. I should return to Randvi.
Rubbish! You had discarded it!
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases, and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return?
Exactly. Yes.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet! Let me speak. After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skull?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Nice to see you. I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
In Essexe, I played a matchmaker and a heartbreaker. An easy way to forge an alliance, but... let us stick to war and diplomacy.
Understood. Thank you, Eivor.